Title: Why is the Indian Ocean named after India? Have you ever looked at a map and wondered why the Indian Ocean is the only one named after a country? You have the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic. So what makes this one different? The obvious answer is that India is right there. But the real story is about more than just geography. It's a story of ancient empires and legendary trade routes. To understand it, we need to travel back in time. Long before it was the Indian Ocean, this water had many names. Ancient Greeks called it the Erythraean Sea. But for those living around it, the ocean was a trade superhighway with the Indian subcontinent at its center. In ancient Indian texts, it was called Sindhu Mahasagar, the Great Sea of Sindhu, and Sindhu is the key. It's the Sanskrit name for the Indus River. When ancient Persians came east, their language shifted the EOS sound to an H, turning Sindhu into Hindu. The Greeks then changed it to Indos, which in Latin became India. A country's name was born from a river, and the ocean's name would soon follow. The name Indian Ocean was solidified during Europe's age of exploration. As cartographers mapped the world, they needed labels. They first tried the Eastern Ocean, but that was too vague. The defining feature of the region was the giant subcontinent at the heart of global trade, India. Even ancient Romans had used the term Oceanus Indicus. By the 1500s, maps labeled it Oceanus Orientalis Indicus, the Indian Eastern Ocean. This wasn't about ownership, it was a geographical address. When explorers like Vasco da Gama sought a sea route to the Indies, India was their ultimate landmark. As their maps and logs spread, Indian Ocean became the global standard. So, the name is a legacy of India's historical importance. But the story doesn't end there. In the 20th century, as countries shed their colonial past, the name became a point of debate. Indonesia suggested calling it the Indonesian Ocean, while some in Pakistan proposed the Afro-Asian Ocean, arguing the current name was unfair. These efforts failed, as the name was too embedded in international law. More recently, as China's influence grows, it has challenged the name, stating the Indian Ocean is not India's ocean, reminding us that the power to name is still tied to the power to influence. So, the Indian Ocean is named after India not because of ownership, but because for millennia, the subcontinent was the ocean's center of gravity. Ancient civilizations saw it as the sea leading to the land of Sindhu, and European explorers cemented the name because India was their prize. The name is a historical legacy, recognizing the subcontinent's incredible economic and cultural importance throughout history.